Julia is asking if someone has low thyroid, what would be some of the herbs to explore for that?
Okay, so this is a really, really important question. And I think it's important because for me, it highlights a philosophy of clinical practice that I'd like to speak to. And one of the core beliefs or core values that I have in my clinical work is that herbs don't treat problems. Um, Herbs can support bodies in overcoming their own challenges or assist bodies in being as well as they can, even in the face of challenges like low thyroid. But the second that we start centering herbs as solutions to problems, I think that they start to lose their efficacy and their value, because herbs are not like drugs. They don't work in the body like drugs do. The body doesn't work with the herbs the way that it works with drugs. And so when we start to think about something like a wellness challenge like thyroid or low thyroid function, I think that we have to zoom out and look at all of the other pieces and parts that are going on in that person's life, where we can offer support and where ease can be created. And maybe that's supporting the thyroid with herbs and thyroid function with herbs. But I think that that's really going to depend on the client. And so, for example, not every client is going to benefit from ashwagandha. Not every client is going to benefit from taking seaweed. There's a way that we have to sort of dive in and look at that the personal experiences that person is having with that condition, and work from there. I also feel like, getting your head around whether this is low thyroid function sort of as a general natural manifestation of something like the menopause transition, or is this a Hashimoto's autoimmune sort of situation? All these things are going to change the approach that we take clinically. And so the philosophy of practice that I have, which I'm actually going to be teaching a class on probably in December, is really based around this idea of not using herbs to treat problems. How can we reframe clinical herbal practice where herbs become tools for the body to overcome its own challenges? So I know it's not a great straight linear answer, like A plus B equals C, but that's not herbalism. It doesn't work that way. But hopefully that's been helpful in some capacity.
We'll talk about this later, but the herbal practice connection is the class that you're going to be teaching later on. Is that going to be through that, or is it going to be something standalone?
Both, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
Awesome.
It'll be through HPX, but also standalone, just in case people don't want to sign up for Herbal Practice Connection, which you should, because it's awesome.
Herbal practice connection with an X
With
dot
an
com.
X.com.